Tales from a Forgotten Realm, number 21, the season finale. Gather your party before venturing forth. The table was not a long one, and the space around it was short, but gathered in Almany's office there were 7 people, including the superintendent herself. "You all know why we're here," she began. "Some of you have been of the force for a while now." She nodded towards Cyril and Ford, the first rocking back and forth humming on a wooden chair, the latter behind her in the shadows, in the edge of the candlelight. "Some of you are new to the force." She gestured towards 2 other people in the room. Jason Stormrider stood leaning against a wall, silent. Max Powers was sitting at the edge of a table, running an ornate brush through his silky red beard, occasionally tutting to himself as he found a slight knot. "Some of you are here because I feel you have valuable skills, such as our resident mortician." "Present, ma'am," piped up a chirpy voice of Seraphine, followed by sniggers and a high five from her compatriot. Almany cleared her throat. The room was silent. "And some of you are here against my better judgment," she said, gesturing towards Verily, who had paused mid-high five. "There's a killer on the loose in our fair city, and you are going to find him." "Them," said Seraphine. "Sorry?" "Them, ma'am. We don't know our little stabber has a stabber yet, if you catch my drift." Another snicker from Verily. "I'm writing that one down. Stabber with a stabber. Classic." He chuckled. Seraphine winked at him. "Fine," Almany conceded. "You are going to find them." Cyril had stopped rocking on her chair and was nervously twiddling her hair. Almany shot her a look, and Cyril began rocking again softly. "If he's here, I'll find him," Ford's voice uttered from the shadows. "And I'll end him, one way or t'other." Almany sat behind her desk. "Good. You'll need that drive. Needless to say, so far he has eluded all my best investigators. The higher powers believe a new approach is needed, that new blood is needed." "Oh, there'll be blood, and justice. Well, my name isn't Maximilian Powers," said the dwarf, tucking his ornate hairbrush into his pack. Jason Stormrider stepped forwards and slammed his hands down on the desk with a loud bang. The room went silent. Even Almany took an involuntary shift backwards in her seat. The red-headed man turned to address the ragtag party before him. "I want one thing, Crystal, here. We do this right. We find our man." He paused and gave a sidelong glance to Seraphine. "Yes, or woman, or thing. And we bring them in." He looked at both Ford and Max pointedly. "Without bloodshed, preferably. Now, you don't know me, and I don't know you. But I will. I will know you better than you know yourselves. And I want you to know some things about me. I don't give up. I don't cut corners. And I always get my prey. I expect the same from every single one of you. If you have a problem with that, or me..." He paused and gestured towards the door. "There's the exit." Verily started to walk intently towards the door. "Pussy!" came the voice of Seraphine. The bard halted in his stride and chuckled. "God damn it, woman. You're gonna be the death of me." Suddenly there was a knock on the door, and the freckled face of a young constable called Terrington poked in the room. Sorry to interrupt, ma'am. But there's been another killing. They say it's the Shadow Killer." The room went silent. Jason Stormrider picked up his longbow from where it was resting against the superintendent's desk and flung it over his shoulder in one fluid movement. He paused, and looked around at the other people gathered in the room expectantly. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get to work.